Jalen, how do you just explain the way you guys came out those first 3 series on offense? It seemed like flat, maybe not the energy.
Yeah, we came out very slow, not as we wanted to. We got to come out better, simple as that. And we got to execute things very well. And obviously we didn't today.
What was Mario's message to you guys afterward? Obviously not the result you were looking for.
I mean, obviously after seeing them 3 series, obviously he wanted to push it and say, we got to execute, we got to communicate well, we got to, just execute in general. So that was his main message.
You guys did not run the ball, obviously, as well today as you guys have so far this year. Was it something they were doing, lack of execution? What do you kind of attribute that to?
I mean, you got to give all credit to them. They're a very talented defense. So what they brought to us, caused us trouble. And also we couldn't get the running game going. So it was things on our side as well that we practiced and harped on that we didn't execute today. So I think overall it was on our side. But you got to give credit to them because they're very talented.
Obviously, Jake coming in there in the third quarter, it's a big change to the offense, both kind of not just like on the field, but just like mentally as like a thing. And how did you guys kind of react to that? Like, I'm sure no one came into the game expecting that.
I mean, I trust the coaches to put whoever in that they feel like, and we're going to trust them like we're going to trust everybody. So when Jake came in, it was an adjustment, but I mean, we seen how he execute things, and see how he communicates with us as well. So it wasn't a big adjustment, but we trusted everything he said, and we trusted all the calls that he made, and we just kept it going.
So you talk about Jake. What makes him a little bit different than Tyler Van Dyke if he communicates a little differently? Is there anything that stands out between the 2 quarterbacks or the leadership and demeanor?
Yeah, they're both very phenomenal quarterbacks, but Jake, more vocal in a sense as louder, and they all know their stuff. So it wasn't a big difference, but the main thing is that Jake's more vocal in a way, and we can hear him a little bit, I guess.
Did you guys talk to Tyler? I mean, what's his emotional status right now? I guess I could say,
I mean, Tyler, he just has to believe himself, and we just try to tell him every day, like, just get out your head, play your ball, when you're outside of your head, and all of us, when we play like our ball, we perform very well. So that's his main message, just gotta build that confidence back up and just trust the process, basically.
You said on the radio that this team wasn't prepared. What did you mean by that? Or you guys weren't prepared as you should have been?
We were just wearing as locked in as we should have been pre-game. During the week, I feel as though we had a good week of practice, but pre-game we were not as locked in as I feel as though, me personally, I feel as though we weren't as locked in as we should have been.
What did you notice pre-game that makes you think that?
Lack of energy.
Yeah, Jalen said you guys maybe overlooked them a little bit coming off that Texas A&M game. Is that a fair assessment kind of on that? What you're saying?
I mean, I feel as though we realized that they were a good, very talented team. Like I said, I just feel as though we came in kind of lethargic before the game.
Yeah, this program has had some tough losses before, but it felt like with what Coach Cristobal was building, that maybe this was in the rearview mirror. Did this sort of feel like one of those losses maybe that you'll learn something from, that this team will change afterward?
Definitely, we have no choice. I mean, if we want to accomplish the goals that we want to accomplish, we have to learn from it.
And what was the attitude of the players afterward? Were there guys taking sort of ownership after the coaches left and that kind of stuff? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough loss. We're all disappointed, and we all looked each other in the eyes, and I feel as though every guy that I looked in the eyes knew what we did wrong and knew how to fix it. And we just have to take it and apply that on the field next week and throughout the rest of the season.
Obviously, going from Tyler putting Jake in, big move for the coaches to make. How did you guys on the offense kind of react to that?
I mean, we have very talented quarterbacks. We have very talented players. It didn't really make a difference to us. At the end of the day, as an offensive lineman, we have to protect whoever has the ball. I did, regardless of who was back there. I mean, I don't feel like we did a very good job of that tonight.
Have you noticed any differences in play, not just today, but just in practice and stuff between Jake and Tyler?
No, I mean, I think they're both talented in their own ways. I think they both have very good skill sets, and I mean, honestly, Coach didn't feel as though either one of them were ready to play. He wouldn't put them on the field.
What did you see when Jake, with the offense? What did you see when Jake went into the game?
I think Jake did a good job. He was very calm, collected. I think he went out there and you could see that he was prepared as the starter throughout the week, and I think it showed on the field.
Is there a clear difference in the way that they lead? And I guess Jalen was sort of saying that maybe Jake's a little bit more talkative than Tyler, you know, a little bit more encouragement, that kind of stuff. Is it different at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think Jake has a very big personality, and I think he lets that show. The guys kind of build on that, but I think Tyler is a very good leader as well. I mean, he speaks up when he needs to speak up, and he's always collected, he's always calm, and you can always trust that Tyler's going to do the right thing.
When the quarterback switch was made, I saw a lot of energy in the building with the fans, and I hate to really feel that the fans are gonna bring on a lot of energy, but that some of that energy carry over from the fans over into you guys when all that energy started to circulate in the building from the fans.
I mean, yeah. I mean, anytime the fans bring in any type of energy, regardless of whether it was someone new came into the game or we just had a big play, whenever the fans bring energy, it always bleeds over into our sideline. So I mean, it's always great if the fans get up for whatever occasion.
Right, and then he started to obviously make bigger plays where the energy level continued to rise as well. So how did you react as that energy level continued to rise, you know, based on the fact that he was productive early?
I mean, at the end of the day, we want big plays. That's the goal, and we want to make big plays, and I feel as though Jay came out there and he gave us that. Some of them, I mean, we tried early on with Tyler, they just didn't connect, and I mean, that's not really necessarily on Tyler, that's just the game of football.
Last question?
Your offensive line today, you guys can clearly run the ball the way you have in the past. How much was it them, you know, maybe affecting things with putting 7-8 guys in the box, that kind of stuff?
They offensive pullers. They were better than us up front. That's the end of the story. They're just better than us up front.
Thank you, Jakai.
Thank you. You played such a good game as a defense against A&M. What kind of led to the breakdowns today in the secondary?
Can't tell you. We just wasn't playing our ball.
Was most of it communication mistakes, you know, on the big plays that they had, or just a matter of them, you know, having some good players and doing their job?
Yeah, it was kind of a little bit of everything, you know. Kind of right play, right time, you know. And we ain't made the plays. So what happened? Big plays,
I guess obviously very disappointing game for you guys, but what was just the mood in the locker room, the players' mood, the coaches' mood, and after that? Yeah.
She expected to be, you know, with everybody down. She never lost, but hey, Middle Tennessee came to play and they beat us.
Mario mentioned that, you know, guys can step up as leaders now, you know, in this kind of, after a tough loss like that. I mean, who do you think are the guys to kind of do that? Is it upperclassmen, you know, younger guys? What do you see from leaders, I guess?
Well, first of all, we need everybody to be a leader. Because if everybody a leader, that means everybody can take the criticism, everybody gonna take the fault for the loss, just how it is now. The loss is not on one person, you know. We could have said the offense, we could have said the defense, everybody played horrible. So it's on everybody to step up.
Going into the bye week, now that this one is behind, what are you looking to actually accomplish during the bye week?
Of course, put this game behind us and then get ready for ACC play. You know, this is non-conference, of course it matters, but now it's on the better things. So we took a loss, we didn't want to take a loss, but we took 2 of them. So you gotta know, you gotta just come in every day and work to be undefeated for the rest of the games.
Were you surprised at all? I mean, this happened. You guys have had tough losses in the past, but considering Coach Cristobal, all the things that it felt like we're building after last week, how surprised are you that you guys played this way?
Of course, it's surprising, you know, but at the same time, they came to play and they outplayed us in every aspect of the game. So.
Any other questions?
You guys are 500 now. Does that put any more pressure going into the North Carolina game to get back in the positive?
I don't think it brings no pressure. Like, we already have pressure, even if we won and lost this game or won the other games, you know. Either way, you're going to still have pressure to stay undefeated or to win the game. You know, we're going to come out with winner every game, so it ain't no build, no pressure.
Thank you, Cam.
Thank you.
Questions for Jafari?
Jafari, obviously you guys played really well last week against A&M. Rougher game today. What do you see as the big difference between the defensive performance the last 2 weeks?
I mean, we got to watch the film tomorrow, but I think I don't got too much to say right now, but maybe get back in there tomorrow and back to work. We got 24 hours to think about this, and then on to the next game.
What did you see? What was wrong with the defense today?
just gotta get active early. We started off slow. We can't start off slow against anybody. As you can see after the day, we gotta start off, start fast and fast, but that was the case today.
How much anger or emotion is there in the locker room right now after this game? Are guys upset? Is it just disappointment? What's the feeling?
We upset obviously because I could win the game, but like I said, we got 24 hours to think about this, and you can't keep thinking about it in the past. It's gonna be hard to move forward, so you got 24 hours to get back to work.
Tyler's one of the leaders of this team. You know, been kind of out in front of the team the whole year. So have you. I mean, did you talk to him at all? You know, after he came out of the game, just any conversations between the two of you guys?
I haven't talked to him yet.
Any other questions? Thank you, Jafari.
Thank you.